Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another vlog right here on my channel. I am finally back home, and sitting here I realize I really need to do something with this wall. It's like really blank and boring behind me. House updates coming soon. We are back from New Orleans, Louisiana. Had such a great time out there. I had a couple people in the comments say that they didn't know that I was out in their area. They lived out in New Orleans. While I'm traveling around and doing stuff, make sure to follow my Instagram and my Twitter. Those are the two places where you will be able to get more of like a real-time update of what's happening, because sometimes these videos are a couple days or even a week behind. So I know I hate plugging things and saying, hey, go click this and go do that, but we can keep in touch more that way. Man, so a couple videos ago, I had posted my predictions. I was leaving for New Orleans, and then I was like, hey, let's go over a lot of the main WrestleMania card, and like, here's my predictions, what I think is gonna happen. I made 11 predictions on that video. I got 3 of them right. I got AJ Styles beating Nakamura. God, what was it? AJ, then I've got the Bludgeon Brothers, and what was the third match I got right? And Angle and Rousey. Those were the 3 that I got right in their respective matches. Man, that WrestleMania was a great WrestleMania. It had all the stars. It had all the people. It was really, really fun. It was just, oh man, it was long. We got to the arena at like noon that day, and we got in our Uber at like 11:30 going on midnight that night. So that was 12 hours from the time that we got there to the time that we left there. It took us over an hour to get an Uber from where we were. We walked blocks away from the Superdome to try and get out of like the crazy traffic jams and the detours, and everything was shut down. And it was a madhouse. So 12 hours of WrestleMania, starting with the block party that started from 1 to 2, doors opened at 2, show started at like 4. So it was like, there was consistently things going on. It was just a lot. And I love wrestling. I love professional wrestling. For those of you guys that have watched the vlog for a while, it is a passion of mine, something that I enjoyed doing in past years. And just, it's something that I can enjoy nonstop, except for 12 hours. 12 hours was an incredibly long time, and I know reports leading up to WrestleMania were saying that it was like a 7-hour long show that they were putting on the network, and it was just going to be incredibly long, even longer if you were at the event itself. I mean, it was fun. We had a great time. It was just a long day. I may just be getting too old for 12-hour long wrestling events. Easily the longest wrestling show I'd ever been to. I've been to multiple night shows, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday events and stuff like that, but a single 12-hour show was a long time. Got to see a bunch of friends that I haven't gotten to see in quite a while. My buddy Jimbo, Reckless, got to hang out with Reckless on multiple occasions, and it's been quite a few years since we've gotten the time to really just hang out and chill and catch up. So doing it on Bourbon Street was a perfect place to do it. Had a damn good time out there with everyone. It was cool just running into familiar faces, and then running into people that like I've never even met before, and it was cool. Awesome experience. The cool thing about traveling around, like this year, 2018, I've gotten to live like a childhood dream. And I've gotten to go around and just chase some of the best wrestling in the world. Just from New Japan, going to the Tokyo Dome, from Wrestle Kingdom, all the way to New Orleans, Louisiana for WrestleMania. There were a lot of great matches. All the matches were really, really good. Now, I still haven't sat down and actually seen WrestleMania from the camera's perspective. That's a mission that I'm gonna have to dedicate some time into, because it is such a long event. The show itself was a lot of fun. Each match was a shit ton of fun. The segments were fine. Like, everything moved at a good speed. Just a lot of the matches didn't hold those edge of your seat moments. Like, it was a very story-driven WrestleMania where you didn't really need to have a bunch of crazy, like, all-out matches and stuff like that, because it was just having the people in the ring together was enough to make it a WrestleMania moment for each individual match. The Undertaker-John Cena match was definitely one that wasn't on the card because Undertaker hadn't responded, but ended up being one of my favorite moments. The first clips from some of the lost footage from the New Orleans trip that I want to throw in here is, I don't even remember. I was holding my camera and I was in the moment, like just shamelessly enjoying The Undertaker coming out.
And I am about to make history. not giving up hope. I'm not giving up hope. God damn it. Yeah!
Oh, come on! Come on!
Yeah! Fuck yeah! Oh shit! Fuck Christmas! Fuck Christmas! It's WrestleMania! Yeah, fuck yeah!
So that was a lot of fun. Undertaker, I'm a huge fan of the man. So hopefully you guys enjoyed those embarrassing moments. One of the coolest things about traveling around has been not just going to these amazing wrestling shows, but then seeing the cities that these shows are being held in. So going to New Orleans was my first time being there, and it was just an amazing city, an unbelievable city with an unbelievable character. The people were super cool. The Southern hospitality is just 100% accurate down there. Food was good at a lot of places. We ate a lot of weird things. Things that we, not weird things, but like alligator and crawfish, much southern foods that we don't generally eat here on the West Coast. We had such a good adventure cruising around New Orleans. We went from kind of outskirts of the Garden District. We went all the way around the French Quarter, up and down every street, every block. Got to go check out a bunch of cool parks and historical areas. One of the coolest parks that we had gone to, it was called City Park. It was this massive acres upon acres of land that had dedicated like little amusement attractions, I guess would probably be the word. So we went through City Park. We saw a whole bunch of things from like their statue area, which had like some really modern art, to some more classical statues, to just absolutely just a whole bunch of stuff. Let's montage a whole bunch of things right here because it was such just a beautiful trip. after WrestleMania Sunday, Monday came around, we ended up just kind of cruising around, going to see a whole bunch of things. We went and pretty much did our final things in the French Quarter that we wanted to do. So we went to the park. We stopped at Cafe du Mont, I believe it's called, for some beignets and some coffee, which is like one of the legendary food staples in New Orleans. It was damn good. I've never had a beignet before, but it was just this little pastry thing covered in powdered sugar. They said, please don't wear black to this place because you're just gonna get powdered sugar. What do you think we walked into? Yeah, of course we wore black. That was a good journey. We got to go to that. We did do Raw the following night, which the Raw after WrestleMania always has a huge, tons of surprises. Returns, debuts, fallout from WrestleMania. We had a ton of fun there. I've gotten a lot of questions like, why didn't you go to NXT TakeOver? Why didn't you go to the Ring of Honor event? I would have loved to go on to Ring of Honor, but tickets were pretty much sold out, and then prices spiked on the tickets that were available. I wasn't gonna reasonably, with the amount of money that was put into this trip, not buy the other tickets. NXT TakeOver sold out way before I even had a plan of going to New Orleans whatsoever. There was a lot of great wrestling. There were a lot of things to do, but I enjoy seeing the city and experiencing life in where I'm at, as well as going out and seeing wrestling stuff. So I tried to be able to balance all that in. Cramming any more wrestling in there just would have been, I mean, we did do Access the day before WrestleMania, which added more wrestling stuff for a few hours. But we had such an amazing time there. I hope to go back. I want to go during the Jazz Festival. I want to go during Mardi Gras. I want to go during all those times where New Orleans is really hopping, because we were in between like down seasons. But WrestleMania brought in the wrestling crowd, and Bourbon Street at night or during the day at any point in time, there were just wrestling fans everywhere, and you just got to enjoy the moment and that experience, which made the WrestleMania weekend even more special. It's just everywhere you went, every bar you walked into, every place you went, you were seeing wrestlers, you were seeing wrestling fans. It was just a wonderful weekend. Well, that's gonna wrap pretty much this entire thing up. Wanted to get those clips out there, wanted to get a video up for you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for clicking that play button. Make sure to subscribe if you have not. We've got more videos coming up really, really soon. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. See you guys later.